Barcelona 3, Real Madrid 2, Spanish Super Cup final. This wasn't just a win, this was continuation. Because Barca didn't just arrive at this final by accident. Barca arrived by belief, by form, by momentum. 8 straight La Liga wins and a ruthless 5-0 demolition of Athletic Bilbao in the semi-finals. But for Real Madrid, a very different story. A nervy 2-1 victory over Atletico Madrid in the semi-finals, a performance full of tension, not control. So let's kill that myth immediately. Barca were the confident team coming into the finals, and it showed. Let's break it all down properly. Before kickoff, the narratives were already clashing. Real Madrid had the sweet experience of victory over Barcelona 2-1 in the league in the last game they played against them and willing to show that they can do it again. But Barca had the football. Barca were flowing, goals were coming freely, and confidence was visible in how they played. But Real Madrid, on the other hand, looked like a team that was surviving moments rather than controlling games. And from the opening minutes of this final, it was clear which team felt at home. Barcelona pressed higher, moved the ball quicker, and played with conviction. But Real Madrid were parking the bus. One word: embarrassing. Barcelona strike first, and honestly, it was well deserved. Raphinha scores literally seconds after a very terrible miss, but this goal was an absolute beauty. Pedri intercepts a Real Madrid pass in the midfield, lays it to Raphinha, quick transition, direct movement, confidence in the finish. This goal sets the tone. Barca were not here to manage the game, they were here to impose themselves. And for Raphinha, this was just the beginning. The second goal of this game came pretty much against the run of play. Real Madrid respond with a goal from Vinicius Jr. This is where Real Madrid's danger always lies. They don't need control, they only need space. Vinicius punished Barcelona on the break, reminding everyone why he is one of the most dangerous wide players in the world of football today. Game level again, but the balance of play still leaning Barca. Now this goal, this deserves appreciation. Pedri receives the ball between the lines, calm, composed, scanning. Then the pass. Perfect timing, perfect weight. Then Robert Lewandowski does the rest. One touch, clean finish, pure striker instinct. This was Barcelona at their best. Intelligence, precision, experience, and once again, Barcelona lead. And this is where I think the referee did not do well. After this goal, it was supposed to be halftime immediately. There was absolutely no reason for the referee to allow the game to continue to the point where he did to give Real Madrid a chance to score. And Real Madrid actually scored a second equalizer before the end of the first half. Real Madrid gets a corner kick, Vinicius takes it, Hysén jumps high, nods the ball towards goal, Raphinha tries to save it but nods it to his post and it comes back, and who else but Gonzalo Garcia who puts it into the net. A scramble, but it's a goal. This goal summed up Real Madrid's night. Not comfortable, not dominant, but alive. They stayed in the game without really ever trying to control it. And that was how the first half ended. But credit to Real Madrid, in the second half, they actually tried to play football at times. But no matter what they did, it was always evident that Barcelona would have the last say, and who else but Raphinha to come up with the second goal on the night. Right place, right moment, no hesitation. This goal wasn't about technique, it was about mentality. 2 goals in the final against Real Madrid when it mattered most. That is clutch. Barcelona's midfield played like a team in form. Frenkie de Jong and Pedri, a beautiful pair. And with Fermin Lopez full of running, it was always going to be difficult for Real Madrid to have any sort of control in the game. Those 3 guys did a lot of damage to Real Madrid's midfield. It was so difficult for them to have any sort of control. It was so bad. Real Madrid were so bad in midfield. Terrible, man. Terrible. But then came the red card, and yes, by the letter of the law, it's a red. But then again, context matters. This was a game Real Madrid committed so many fouls earlier that went unpunished. I personally believe that when discipline arrives late, it feels inconsistent. Barcelona had to suffer, and that is where this team showed mentality, grit, and growth. It was actually very nice to see Ronald Araujo coming back from his break and showing that he can bring something to the team. He stepped up, he defended aggressively, he didn't hide. With Barcelona down to 10 men, his presence, his leadership became even more important. And he delivered. This is what big game defenders do. I sincerely hope that Ronald Araujo's performance and the victory that followed will be the new start that he needs at Barcelona. We have really missed him, and we need him in this team to be able to get silverware in this season. Let's be honest, the referee struggled. Too many fouls allowed early. Clear yellow card challenges ignored, no early authority. You can't let a match boil and suddenly try to cool it with cards. That inconsistency escalated challenges, frustrated players, and possibly led to that red card situation with Frenkie de Jong. Big games need control, and in my humble opinion, this one didn't get it. At the end of the day, we defended brilliantly, we defended aggressively, and our goalkeeper came up clutch again. These were the reasons why we won eventually. Barcelona didn't win this game because Real Madrid were poor. They won because they came in confident, they played with clarity, and they delivered in big moments. This was momentum meeting mentality. And with this victory, Hansi Flick has won 8 finals he has played in, and that is fantastic. He has never lost a final, and I'm hoping he wins more with Barcelona. Barcelona 3, Real Madrid 2. Raphinha brace, Lewandowski class, Pedri vision, Frenkie sacrifice, Araujo leadership, and Flick history. A final worthy of the rivalry. If you enjoyed this breakdown, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and tell me in the comments, was this Barcelona's best performance under Hansi Flick so far? See you in the next one. Until then, live well, be safe, and Visca Barça.